I rewatched every single opening for every single anime that I've seen and came up with my top 10 favorite anime openings of all time as of January 2026. Now throughout this list I'll be briefly talking about each opening and describing things that might sound like reasons why I like each opening, but don't be mistaken. The true reason why I love each of these openings are the vibes. I like them because I like them. Now let's get started. The first anime I ever saw, and the opening still ranks so highly 10 years later, One Punch Man. Like all good openings, it's a blend of amazing visuals, combining great art, animation, and directing with a catchy song that's easy to sing along with. It's also got a very different tone compared to the actual show, showing Saitama in a way more serious light, as though the premise of the show was played completely conventionally. I love it. How can you not enjoy it? Look at all these cool fighting shots. Saitama punches a cute-looking star monster with a humanoid body. We see so many serious punches in rapid succession, and my goodness, does it give me nostalgia to that first time I ever watched an anime back in 2016. The appeal of this opening has lasted 10 years so far, and I'm sure I'll still love it in 10 years to come. Attack on Titan's final season, My War, and my god is it amazing. Yes, in its own right, it's a cool opening with cool music and ominous visuals that set the tone every time you sit down to watch an episode, but to understand its true genius, you have to understand the context of Attack on Titan at the time. The show had just undergone a massive plot twist, pivoting the story to its final act. The final season having new settings, new characters, new themes, new tones, even an entirely new studio with a new art style, director-composer, everything changed in the final season, including the opening, a drastic departure from the tone and style of all the openings that had come before it, making it truly different feeling. Even the singing was strange and eerie and different. Instead of Titans fighting Titans or any semblance of characters we recognize, we see humans marching for war. A perfectly fitting opening for the first act of Attack on Titan's final season. Mob Psycho 100's first opening. Just look at it. Need I say more? Animated just as well as the rest of Mob Psycho 100, perfectly capturing its world, characters, and tone in wacky, chaotic, overwhelming visuals with a bunch of cute references embedded throughout, paired with a fantastic song, lyrics counting up to 99. It's fun to look at, it's easy to sing. What more could you possibly want from an opening? It's got the goofy, it's got the serious, it's got the just plain cool. Look at Mob falling backwards in slow motion. Look at his cool explosion in manga art style. A wonderful embodiment of Mob Psycho 100. JoJo's Part 4 is perhaps the best part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, both stylistically and in terms of story, and it certainly has the best opening. Great Days. There really is nothing quite as cool as Silhouette of Josuke shuffling toward the camera, leaving moments of time frozen behind him as the words Shining Justice is sung by Karin Aoki. Over the course of 39 episodes, you get to intimately know the great town of Morio, following Josuke and friends as they go about their lives and shenanigans ensue. And Great Days is a testament to that, showing our large cast of characters spread across Morio along to a catchy song with cool abstract visuals like any cool opening. It's simply epic. And there's even a twist to the formula, where the structure of the opening changes as a new plot element develops. But I'll leave it here for now and let you find that out for yourself one day. It's Chainsaw Man. What more can I say? I'm certainly not going to be saying anything you haven't heard before. It's a bunch of film references. Chainsaw Man Massacre, Pulp Fiction, The Big Lebowski. Have I seen any of these? Absolutely not. I did watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes though because of this opening. But who cares? All the movie scene remakes look awesome with our great Chainsaw Man characters in them, even if you have no idea where the scenes originally come from. But there's certainly more to the opening than that. The song is awesome, of course, and my goodness, just look at Denji bursting through the side of the building. It's simply stunning. But at its core, it's basically a slice of life. The characters just hanging out, a whole bunch of fighting, the future devil dancing, Power and Denji having way too much energy around Aki. We love Chainsaw Man. Slime Season 2 Part 2 is a bit different from the other openings in this list, because it's mostly carried by the song. I love this song, but it's also the way the song syncs up with the far less grandiose visuals. I'm talking about the way Rimuru and Veldora fist bump, as fate repeats all over again is being sung. It has nothing to do with the meaning of the words and visuals just sync up so perfectly to convey a certain vibe, and I love it. But it's not all just vibes. I love the 10 seconds of walking at the beginning. We hold on it for so long, and it's just so bold, and I love it. I love Purple Glowing Eyes Clayman. I love this puppet-like visual that in my headcanon is Great Sage dancing to the opening song. I also get a little bit of nostalgia listening to this song, remembering watching it week to week with my roommate as new episodes of Season 2 were airing back in 2021. If you haven't seen Slime yet, what are you doing? It's one of my favorite shows of all time, and this opening is my all-time 5th favorite. Go watch it. The best Mob Psycho 100 opening. Its final opening. It just feels so climactic, as though it's been written specifically to shout at the audience that this is the final season. The lyrics start out with just the word mob repeated, perfectly fitting for a season focused on who Mob will eventually be, followed by uncharacteristically serious depictions of characters dramatically walking, sitting, walking, standing up. Everyone's heading toward the endgame now. Even Mob's question mark form is walking toward the camera. It feels very climactic and dramatic, and it's constantly reminding you that the show is ending every time you watch an episode, and I really like that. But don't get the wrong idea, the wacky, eclectic, cool art style of the previous Mob openings are equally represented here too, and there's so many fun visuals too. Reagan pointing, Mob spinning, a bunch of English words on screen as a bunch of different eyes flash across Mob's face, a bunch of hands reaching, punching, clapping, grabbing. It's plain cool. And to cap it all off, we end with a cute compilation of all the key moments in the series that really gets to me emotionally. And then you see Mob growing up right in front of Reagan's eyes. It's the cutest thing ever. What a wonderful opening. You have to go and watch Heavenly Delusion, and hopefully this opening convinces you to do that. This time we have a basically perfect combination of a fantastic song with some of the coolest shots of anything I've ever seen, all in tandem with one of my favorite anime of all time. Directing, compositing, lighting, Maru looking up at the sky, running by a barrier while the sun is glaring in the background, silk-like power lines flowing in the post-apocalyptic sky. Look at this cool rainbow distortion pattern, look at all these road sign arrows, look at our pair of characters with minimal outlines and awesome lighting, getting ready for their journey, and just look at them sprinting together on this bridge. I could go on and on about all the cool shots synced with great music in this opening. Kicking a can on the bridge, jumping into the sky, Kiriko trying to catch up to her own outline. It's an absolute visual feast, and my third favorite opening of all time. JJK's second opening is the best thing to come from JJK. It's so unbelievably stylish, presenting an incredibly grounded and photorealistic style, more in line with the style of Season 2 compared to the first season in which this opening aired. The walking animation, the reflections in the puddle, the rain on a sunny day, climaxing in a masterpiece of composition combining lighting, colors, animation, camera movement, and just the plain cool concept of Panda sitting on a rooftop pounding on his chest as the rain pours down, followed by an awesome slow-mo shot of Gojo walking toward the camera with his infinity stopping the rain from touching him. Look at Utahime searching in the forest, rotoscope Nanami marching past the camera. Look at Gojo's eyes, Meimei looking down at the city skyline. This opening is just so cool and stylish. And of course, it ends with just enough teasing of Gojo's hollow purple, the man himself staring you down like a promise. It's masterful. Now let's do a quick aside for some honorable mentions. We love Roberta's Blood Trail. Just look at the static logo shaking to the music. I have Big Gun. I took it from my lord. We love Kaguya-sama. What do you call this? Jazz? Funk? Soul? I don't know much about music, but I love whatever genre these openings are. We love Takopi's Original Sin, a cute cartoonish style depicting Takopi's arrival on Earth and the setting of expectations with the friendship ribbon. And nothing quite gives me chills as much as the Ancient Magus' Brides opening. When the camera spins around Chisei and Elias and that percussion clacking instrument is playing, my god. And if we want an old-time classic, we've got Utena. I love this song, and the visuals are cool too. There is a world where I rewatch this show and this opening becomes my favorite of all time. And why not? Let's include another JJK opening. You Are My Special. Does any opening have such simple words that get you so excited for an episode? But now let's finish off the list with my favorite anime opening of all time. Can you guess what it is? Probably not. But to be honest, it's not even really that close. Obviously, my favorite opening of all time by a wide margin is Spy Family's second opening. It's got the perfect combination of a song that I love dearly, visuals that are very pretty, and a ton of slice of life moments that hit way harder than they have any right to, considering I didn't even like the Spy Family anime that much. Just look at Yor comforting her tearful brother as he buries his pet fish, Anya sitting alone in the cold floor of the orphanage, contrasted with her playing with the bubbles and walking with her new family down the street, hugging a stuffed animal and running and hugging her dad. But the opening absolutely steps it up to an entirely new level in the latter half, with an ungodly amount of incredibly wholesome moments of Anya, once a lonely orphan, now enjoying a life full of joy and wonder. A life that her incredibly loving family provides for her. The lighting, compositing, the drawing of hand-drawn and CG all come together to perfectly depict these complex sequences of emotion that get to me so deeply. My favorite anime opening perfectly conveys the feeling of unconditional love of a parent for their child. The feeling of parents being able to give their kid a life of absolute joy and wonder. The feeling of a once lonely kid getting to walk through life surrounded by those she loves. I'm glad I watched Spy Family just for this opening. The cutest opening I've ever seen.